Good afternoon, Prof. Keith and Instructor Elvin. I am Chunyin, and I am here today with my group mates Matthew, Raphael, Paolo, Arvin, and Sean to present my group's web application, Unify. Let's get right into it. Starting off with the problem at hand, students struggle to stay organized as they juggle overwhelming mixes of academic, personal, and well-being commitments. For example, overlapping schedules increase risk of inadequate preparation and missed deadlines, negatively impacting mental health. The National Youth Mental Health Study found that nearly 1 in 3 youths reported experiencing poor mental health. Our solution, Unify, is an all-in-one web application that provides students with tools to effectively manage schoolwork and schedules while promoting good physical and mental well-being. For example, we have the daily journal, wellness tracker, nutrition tracker, study tools, integrated calendar, and personalized suggestions. For our project objectives, our app plans to reduce stress and anxiety by helping students organize their academic, wellness, and personal lives in one place. Secondly, our app allows students to study more effectively using evidence-based techniques such as the Pomodoro method. Thirdly, our app encourages healthier lifestyles by tracking sleep, meals, and exercise, making students more mindful of their well-being. Lastly, our app delivers a unified student dashboard where deadlines, productivity, and wellness habits are visualized together. Let's move on to the tech stack. We used Vue.js, allowing for instant UI refresh when data changes. It also enables smoother navigation between pages using Vue Router. Furthermore, we also use Vuetify, which provides ready-made UI components such as the V calendar that was used to create the integrated calendar. For styling, we utilize Bootstrap's grid system and containers to create flexible and responsive layouts for Unify. We implemented components like buttons and cards to ensure design consistency and clear user feedback. We used Lucid View Next and material design icons to provide visual cues for users to understand button functions or card components more quickly. We used the Google Calendar API, which enables two-way synchronization between our calendar and the Google Calendar. Users will be able to view their Google Calendar events in Unify and vice versa. We also used the Google Places API, which enables users to search for specific locations like gyms or restaurants that they may tag to a Unify Calendar event. We also use the Open Food Facts API, which allows users to search for food products, obtaining nutritional information for tracking. GitHub was used to store Unify's project files and enabled our group to work collaboratively on the project, keep track of changes, and manage different versions of code and assets in a controlled way. We also use Firebase for user authentication, storage of user data, and web application hosting. Lastly, we used the Google TestRack OCR engine, which enables users to upload their exam schedules to the Unify calendar without manual input, using OCR technology to convert images into text. Now, I'll hand it off to Arvin to demonstrate the features of our website.
Welcome to Unify. This is the homepage of our app. The username is displayed on the top right-hand corner to show who is currently logged in. As you can see, we have a recommendation segment, as well as a dashboard. It appears a bit empty now, so let's browse through the other features in the navbar. The journal is a space for users to log their thoughts and feelings. First, I select my mood. Today, I'll choose Great. Then, I quickly type my entry. Finally done with WAD2 project, yay. Hitting Save Journal Entry logs the mood, message, and date. Our Recent Entries section allows users to easily view, edit, or delete previous entries for full control. Recent journal entries are also shown on the dashboard in the homepage. With our mental state logged, let's look at physical health. I'll continue by showcasing the well-being feature. This is our sleep and mood tracker, which lets users input their sleep and stress levels and factors. This is our sleep tracker, which logs users' sleep amounts to the Firestore. The starting position of the sliders corresponds to the latest sleep log. This is how users will log their stress levels, and this is how users indicate what is stressing them on a specific day. And this is where users can see the most common stress factors that they suffer from. As you can see, it starts off empty, but as users input more and more, the word cloud will gradually grow. Now let us showcase our study feature. The study section was made to help students manage and optimize their studying through the tracking of topics, focus sessions, and flashcards, which we found to be the most efficient methods of studying, and hence decided to provide the tools for them all on one page. First, users can input all their modules and topics. Let's say I'm studying for IS216, and the first topic I want to keep track of is my project. Now I'll input my next topic, View Basics. Below here, we're able to view our added topics and modules. We're able to check off topics to indicate that we are done studying for them, where the checklist progress bar fills up accordingly for us to see our overall progress. Now that we have our modules tracked, we are also able to input exam dates. Here we can either manually input our exams, or users can enter a screenshot of their exam schedule to automatically input their exam dates, a feature suggested by Professor. Users just have to follow the instructions and paste an image in the format of the provided example. This is done through OCR through Tesseract.js. These exams are displayed in the calendar, which we will show later. Next, we have a Pomodoro timer, and users can see here why to use the Pomodoro timer. This provides users with optimal study scheduling. Then, we provide flashcards integrated with spaced repetition. Let me input a flashcard. Question: what is the point of flashcards and spaced repetition? Answer: to help users easily memorize content through flashcards and remind them to review the flashcards according to how well they remember the content, making study content absorption the most optimal. On the left, we can see the date when the next reminder to review each particular card will be, and various options to manage the cards. Now we'll go to the nutrition page. Nutrition tracks meals, workouts, and net calories in real time. Calories eaten, workout minutes, calories burned, net calories, and macro progress, all computed live from today's entries. I will enter my height 175 centimeters and my weight 70 kilograms. Target calories are accurately, dynamically calculated from weight and goal with auto, according to my goal, or I can input it myself. Height, weight, and preferences are saved permanently to my profile. Templates make repeat meals one tap. Totals and net calories update immediately. I will create my protein shake template for my daily shake with 30 grams of protein, 8 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of fat, and add that to my meals today. Search finds the calories and macros automatically, allowing us to quickly add to today's meals. I wish to search for chicken breast. Let me see. This might take a while. Give it a second. Here it is. I'll add it to my meals today as well. Our next function allows for workout tracking and uses the metabolic equivalent of task metrics in my weight to accurately calculate calories burned. I wish to take a cycling trip today. I'll choose a moderate intensity and a 60-minute duration. We also allow for recurring sessions to be auto-logged, a feature suggested by Professor, removing the arduous need to repetitively fill in our routine. I'll add my weekly Wednesday run with a vigorous intensity and a 30-minute duration, choosing the date, and click Add Reoccurring. The calories will be logged and taken into account every Wednesday. Next, we head over to the calendar feature. Multiple events, the integrated calendar in Unify has got your back. Be it classes, exams, work, or just chilling with friends, users can easily manage their schedules with the Unify calendar. To add an event, simply click on the Add Event button and fill up your event details. Let me add my weekly wakeboarding lessons. Event name: wakeboarding lesson. Event description: weekly wakeboarding lessons. Start date: 8th of November 2025, 8 a.m. End date: 8th of November 2025, 10 a.m. The Unify calendar also supports recurring events. Simply toggle on the recurring event option and select the recurrence type as well as when the recurring event should end. I'll choose weekly. Every Saturday ends on the 27th of December 2025. Users may also select a priority level and category for their events. In this example, we set the priority to medium and the category to class. Users can also tag a location to their calendar events. Powered by the Google Places API, all they have to do is simply enter the location name into the search bar and select the corresponding location. For this example, we have selected Singapore Wake Park. Then we choose a color for this event. Let's choose a strong, happy color, light blue. Once all is done, we can click on the Create button, and now we can see the recurring events being added to the calendar and the events list. In the events list, users may click on the Pin button to view the event's location. They will be directed to Google Maps, where they will be able to easily navigate to the location. Should users want to find out more about an event, they can click on the event in the calendar display or events list. If they wish to update an event, they can click on the Update button and update the event accordingly. Let me change the description. A key feature of Unify Calendar is its integration with Google Calendar, made possible with the Google Calendar API. To synchronize events with Google Calendar, simply toggle on the Sync with Google Calendar button and sign into your Google account. Synchronization occurs every minute, and users can also add events from Google Calendar, which will be synced to Unify Calendar. The Unify Calendar has now been populated with my Google Calendar events. Furthermore, simply create an event in Google Calendar and then save the event, and it will be shown in the Unify Calendar. Let me make a new event, WAD2 video making, which will be right now. Synchronization occurs every minute, so it might take a while for my new event to show up. I'll refresh the page if I have to. Now, when we go back to Unify, we can see that the event we just created in Google Calendar has also been successfully added to Unify Calendar. Finally, we can choose to delete an event, which will be removed from both Unify Calendar and Google Calendar when synchronization is switched on. We can see that the event has been successfully removed from both calendars. We can check here on the Unify Calendar and here on Google Calendar. Yes, all gone. Next, we will go through our profile page. In our settings page, users can view their account information, such as their username and email address. Let's say I want to change my username to Coolboy. Let me type that in. Now that my username has been updated on my account, you can see the change has been registered and reflected in the navigation bar. Furthermore, we also give users the option to change their password and log out of their account if they wish to do so. Now that we have entered our information into the app and the various features, let's see how our homepage has changed. As you can see, the study sessions, stress level, activity minutes, and sleep quality fields have all changed to reflect what we have entered into the app. The recommendations have also changed to address the well-being problems indicated by the user's information. And our dashboard is now populated with information to help the user better manage their time. We can now see this week's events, which we had just entered into the calendar. And here, as you can see, our module progress is recorded and displayed here. Users can easily view their most recent journal entries here and also their nutrition intake without having to go to the respective pages.